Jesus Sucre snapped a 2-2 tie with a solo homer in the sixth inning, which spoiled Boston's chances of sweeping the Rays on Sunday afternoon. Welcome into the Boston Red Sox newsfeed post-game recap. This is Adam Blue reporting for CLNS, a leading online provider of audiovisual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. The recap of today's prompt 3-2 loss to the Rays is brought to you by FanDuel. Fantasy football is in full swing, which means FanDuel is also back and better than ever. Even if you drafted David Johnson or Greg Olson, just speaking from experience here, you can just start over next week and not have to pick through the waiver wire for guys you really never heard of. There's contests starting every week, some for as little as $1, and you can watch your score update in real time on Sunday and Monday, and Thursday if you have guys during those putrid games. Just go to FanDuel.com, click the Join Now button, and use the code RedSoxBeat. You can even claim a free contest to play for a share of $10,000 by using promo code RedSoxBeat. Other than the loss, which dropped Boston to 85-64 in the season, the big news in Sunday's game was an injury to a key member of the Red Sox, and the return of another after a lengthy stint on the disabled list. Mookie Betts left the game in the fourth inning with a right thumb injury, and is considered day-to-day. Manager John Farrell stated that Betts had jammed his thumb on a swing earlier in the game, then whacked it on the hand of Rays first baseman Lucas Duda on a tag play. Betts played the outfield in the bottom of the fourth, but was seen shaking his hand and was removed in the fifth. The returning player was David Price, who tossed 2 perfect innings in relief in his first appearance since July 22nd. Price struck out 2 batters and needed just 21 pitches to retire the Rays in order in both the 7th and 8th innings. Unlike on Friday night, the Sox could not muster up a comeback in the 9th inning off of Tampa Bay closer Alex Colomé, who picked up his 45th save of the season to clinch the victory for the Rays. Sunday proved to be another prompt pitching duel, as starters Eduardo Rodriguez and Jake Odorizzi made quick work of the hitters throughout the afternoon. The Rays jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first off of Erod. Kevin Kiermaier led off with an infield single, and moved to second on a fielder's choice and an error from Rafael Devers. Evan Longoria singled home Kiermaier, and another error by Jackie Bradley Jr. put runners on first and third with no outs. Erod buckled down and retired the next 3 hitters to prevent the Rays from busting the game wide open early. The game remained 1-0 until the bottom of the 5th, as 2 singles and a walk loaded the bases for Longoria, who reached on an infield single to drive home his second run of the contest. Odorizzi did not allow a hit through the first 5 innings, but one swing from JBJ tied the game at 2-2 in the top of the 6th. Brock Holt walked to start the frame, then Bradley Jr. absolutely crushed his 17th homer of the season deep to right field to break up the no-no bid. Erod was able to retire the first 2 batters in the bottom of the 6th, but served one up to Sucre, who has hit 2 homers off the Sox in the last 9 days, and 4 homers off of everybody else in the other 5 months of the season. Erod left the game after the game-winning homer, but did produce his 3rd straight solid outing as he looks to put his name in the running for the postseason rotation. Erod went 5 2/3 innings, allowing 3 runs, 2 earned, on 7 hits with just 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. The relief combination of Austin Maddox and Price kept Tampa off the board in the final 2 1/3 innings, but Boston's offense was silenced by Rays pitching all night long. They did have base runners in the 8th and 9th, as JBJ earned his 2nd hit of the game in the 8th, and Andrew Benintendi almost beheaded Colomé with a single in the 9th, but both runners were unable to progress into scoring position. Boston had just 3 hits in the game, but thanks to the Baltimore Orioles, the Sox kept their 3-game lead in the AL East after the Yankees' bid for a sweep was thwarted as well. Speaking of the O's, that's who's next on the docket for the Red Sox, as Doug Fister will face Dylan Bundy at 7:05 p.m. at Camden Yards on Monday. We'll have you covered with the pregame lineups and Sox news prior to the game and the postgame recap afterwards. And be sure to listen to an all-new edition of the Red Sox Beat, which is our code for FanDuel, launching soon. In fact, you can play the Sox podcast while you're combing through players to select on FanDuel. I'd personally pick anyone on the Packers. Go Packers. And the Ravens' defense has been amazing through the first 2 weeks. So listen to Red Sox Beat and use the code RedSoxBeat on FanDuel for your chance at dollar bills, y'all. This has been Adam Blue for CLNS.